Hello, everyone. So it is time to do some writing. We are going to talk about what you did on Christmas Day. So lots of us did different things on Christmas Day. And our focus today is going to be talking and telling our story in a storyteller's voice. So I thought this week we would kind of take some time to review some of the things that we learned just before Christmas, just in case you might have forgot some of them. So here is, if you see in the background on the paper, what I did on Christmas Day. And this is for this week, January 4th through the 8th. So remember, we're going to be doing this narrative writing every day. That means you should not skip it. You should be doing it every single day. And I do not want to hear that your mom texting me or your dad or your babysitter or anybody telling me that, oh, they wouldn't do it today. They didn't want to do their writing. That's not how we do it in class, right? And so that's not what you should be doing at home either. You need to spend your 15 minutes doing your writing. So today, what's important is that you decide what you're going to write about Christmas Day. So you're going to have to do some thinking, and you are going to tell it to somebody in a storyteller voice. And then you're going to get started on that. Okay, you're going to spend 15 minutes, set a timer, have an adult set a timer for you. You're going to spend 15 minutes writing. That's what we do in class. That's what you do at home. Okay, so narrative writing means it's a true story. So this is something that happened to you, what you did on Christmas Day. So that means I first have to think. So sometimes when we take a minute to think, even in class, you know how Mrs. Helene sometimes has it be quiet and gives everyone just a minute. So you take a minute at home and I'm going to take a minute and just think back to Christmas Day, because it was kind of a long time ago now. Some of you may still be thinking, which is okay. You can always pause the video if you want to do more thinking, or you can do more thinking later. I'm going to go through and kind of touch the pages as I tell you about my Christmas Day to kind of give you some ideas. But if I'm going to be turning pages, you know, I'm going to have to get some of this out because my hands are super dry and I'm not going to be able to turn the pages. And you know how that is. So what I did on Christmas Day. So let me think. First, I'm probably going to write that. First, Dylan and Donovan came and woke me up. Then we came out to then they asked if they could, let me think. Oh, they wanted to. We have 2 Christmas trees. Does anybody else have 2 Christmas trees? Mrs. Pauline is kind of picky about her Christmas tree. So I have one upstairs that has just ice skates on it. And then the kids have a tree that we put all of our other ornaments on, the basement. So the kids on Christmas Day, Santa usually leaves the presents under the kids' tree. which is down in the basement. So I'm going to flip back as I'm thinking. So the kids came and woke me up. And then the kids wanted to go down to the basement and see what Santa brought them. Anybody else wanted to see what Santa brought them? I bet so. So that's what they wanted to do. Some of the years I made them wait to go in the basement till their grandma and grandpa got here. But this year I told them they could run downstairs. So then they did that. The kids went down the stairs and saw presents. They had some things from Santa. Trying to think, because their stockings were upstairs. So I'm trying to think of when they went right past them though. So they went downstairs, they saw their presents, then they came back upstairs. Then they opened. Then they got into their stockings. Then Grandma and Grandpa showed up and we had breakfast. Then what happened? Then they opened some presents from me. And they gave me some presents too. Wait until I show you what they got me. Should I run and get one of the things right now? Don't go anywhere. You're not going anywhere, right? I'll pause you. I think I can pause. Hang on, hang on. Ooh-wee. I think Mrs. Pauline, maybe I can pause it and I'll show you one of the things. Okay, I think that pausing worked. Are you ready to see? The kids heard me reading one of our llama books. They heard me reading it to you. So they got me this llama, red pajama guy. Isn't it so cute? So I opened some gifts from them and they opened some gifts from me. And I'm out of pages. So should my story just end? What should I do? Because at home, you know, like I know you don't just have extra paper, right? Some of you, if you have a printer and you're able to make a copy, you can do that. But if not, you can use any sheet of paper that you have. If you have a piece of construction paper, that's the colored paper. You could use that. And you can simply do something like this. Let me move myself to the corner here. Oh, Miss Spalding is not as fast at this. Ooh, there, watch this. You can like grab any type of paper and then you can just make a couple lines for yourself like this and you can draw your picture. That's hard to see, isn't it? So I drew a box up at the top with some lines. If I can trace it in a marker. Whoa, my llama's coming down. Here. There, I just drew a box at the top and then I drew some lines. And I know the lines are not exactly the same, like of the lined paper that you have, but that's okay. Any type of paper if you need extra. So back to my story though. As I was saying, kids and I exchanged gifts and then it was time that they had to leave and go to their dad's. So that's probably what I would put on that page. The kids had to leave and go to their dad's house. And that might be where I might end my story. And I might decide to add some more to it later. Maybe, maybe not. Right? So that's the idea. When we tell somebody our story in a storyteller voice, we're talking about really how it happened. I'm not leaving out words because the words might be hard to write. Right? I'm using all of the real words and I'm telling you really how it is. Okay, so when you tell your adults your story, you're using all of the important words, just as how the story happened. And then we're going to try to write it even with the hard words. We're going to try to stretch them out. We're going to use our word wall. If you are coming to a word that you can use your word wall for. Okay, so as you get started today, you're going to need to pull out some of these things. You might need to pull out your vowel chart, right? You might need to pull out your sight words. You might need to pull out your alphabet chart. And you might need to pull out your personal word wall. Mine is still empty. Maybe I should work on filling mine out this week. I can't wait to see yours next week and what kind of words you have on yours. Remember, this is made up of words that you use a lot. Okay, some of the words might come from here. They might. It might be a word like a brother or sister's name, but before you put it on here, an adult needs to check it to make sure that it is spelled correctly. Because if it's going on the word wall, it means that you have it spelled the right way so that you can use this sheet to put it on to this paper and know how to do it the right way. So you're going to spend, remember how long? 15 minutes. You're going to set the timer. After you tell someone your story in a storyteller voice, you're going to get started. And remember, I remember how I'm starting my story first. First, the kids came and woke me up. Okay, I think you guys can do it. Okay, so go get started. I can't wait to see what your Christmas day looked like. See you all later.